Hello. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my videos. It's getting a little chilly out now, so I decided to take out the heated vest. These things have been a great investment. But in today's video, we're gonna set ourselves up to primer down this car. If things go according to plan, this Sunday I plan on primering the car, and then it should be as easy as just spraying down the base coat and clear coat. The reason why I want to spray the primer is because I want to see how the car is gonna look. It's gonna give me an actual look at how everything is gonna end up looking once it has color, so I want to go ahead and do that. I would also like to say that the compressor is now working. I kind of figured it out. I did some research on what common issues these compressors have, and one of the most common issue that I found everybody had was that it was the capacitor. And let me tell you guys the purpose of this little thing. Now the purpose of this is, even if you unplug the compressor from the outlet, this thing is still gonna hold charge. This is gonna be like a little kick boost to the compressor so that it can actually keep starting and running. If this thing doesn't hold charge, when the compressor needs to turn back on, it won't turn on because it doesn't have that extra little boost that it needs. And there's two types of capacitors in my compressor. A lot of them only have one, a lot of them might have more than two. The two compressors that I have here both have two capacitors. There's a running capacitor and a starting capacitor. Now they sell a bunch of tools to test out a good capacitor from a bad capacitor, but the tool that I found that helped me out the most was this one right here. This right here. Now this is just a cable. It has a green, a black, and a white wire. The green wire, which is the ground, I just went ahead and put one of these little caps on there, and then I put these two clips to the black and white. What I basically did was I would connect one in each one like this, and then I would attach this to the top of this like this. And what that would do is make a spark, which would indicate that it was doing its job and it was holding the voltage in there, and it was releasing it the minute that I made contact with a different kind of metal. Now this is a very dangerous thing to do, but I did it anyways, and the thing wasn't holding any charge. That ended up being the issue. I'm gonna link down below the video that helped me do that experiment, and again, it's a very dangerous experiment, but it's very accurate. Now I went out and bought two types of multimeters, and I have them right here. This one I got from Harbor Freight. This one I got at Farm and Fleet. This one was 50 bucks. This one was like 30 bucks. And maybe it was me, but it was showing a bunch of different numbers. Now, what I mean by numbers is each one of these little capacitors has a number range on what this is supposed to show on your multimeter. Mine was going way out, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So those tools kind of help, but again, the other one was more accurate. You could visually see it, but you had to be very careful doing that because you're working with electricity. You can get a really bad shock. So obviously, after I figured that that was the issue, your boy went ahead and ordered one, and your boy ordered the wrong one. So I ordered another one. Now it's already on the compressor, but again, I just wanted to show you guys how they look. But they basically sit right here. Like this one got dismantled because I'm playing around with it to try and figure something out. And then on this dual 60-gallon one, we have them right here. As you guys can see, there's these two little cylinder covers right here. I also went ahead and did an oil change on here since we went ahead and upgraded the capacitor. I forgot to mention, but I did went ahead and also upgraded the capacitor. I didn't go with the original one. I also went ahead and switched out the air filter. Let me show you guys the old air filter. Now I saved it because I wanted to show it to you guys, but I went with a better one too. This is the original one. It has a bunch of blue overspray, and then this is the new one. It's almost 3 times as thick, and trust me, it's one, it's not two. Bought this at Farm and Fleet. It came with a pack of 2. That's the brand right there. By the way, this is the oil right here that we put on the compressor. Bought this at Home Depot. Read really good reviews on this, so I decided to pick it up and try it out. But that was the issue the whole time with this compressor. The compressor just needed a new capacitor, so that's why I went ahead and replaced it, but I also went ahead and upgraded it. I didn't want to come into the same issue later down the road, so I went ahead and just got something better. And now that this compressor got a fresh oil change and a new air filter, it's running even better than new. Now the next thing that I do want to do is I want to go ahead and remove this regulator. Now this is a 2-in-1 air filter and air regulator. I bought it at Harbor Freight. It was on clearance, but I'm not that pleased with it. I love Harbor Freight tools, but this one right here hasn't been doing a good of a job. One, it doesn't let me set the pressure any more than 80 psi. Now this compressor from factory is able to go to 155 psi. I am able to mess around with it and make it go more, but for safety reasons, we're gonna keep it like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this regulator right now. Now I gotta figure out a way to do this so that I can go ahead and not damage this hose, because this hose you cannot twist. If you move this, everything's gonna move with it. So if anything, I might cut the pipe right here. And I got a replacement pipe right here. And it's gonna sit like this. But again, we gotta remove this regulator. I want to be able to disconnect the air lines from the compressor really quick. So if I put a fitting right there and there, I can do that. And honestly, it took me a while to find these fittings right here that I'm about to show you guys. I went to 2 different Harbor Freight and I couldn't find them. I went to Home Depot and I couldn't find them. I went to Farm and Fleet and I couldn't find them. Actually, Farm and Fleet had them, but they were really expensive. And right before I was gonna give up, I decided to check one more Harbor Freight that was around the area. This was gonna be the 3rd Harbor Freight I visited, because they do sell them. I seen them before, they just didn't have any in stock. But it's these right here. Now the reason why I got these is because all of my piping that I got right now, you guys can see that piping, all of that is so that I can connect it to my hose. But all of that piping and the piping that's on the compressor is all 1/2 inch. So this right here is the 1/2 inch style. Now I would like to only run these on my air hoses, but they're kind of expensive. So let me show you guys a side by side of these compared to the 1/4 inch ones I have. Now I still got 2 left. I'm gonna save those in case I ever need them in the future. But these 2 right here are the ones we're gonna put on. These 2 right here are the ones that I'm running on that hose right there, this hose right here, and that hose over there. You do get way more airflow with the 1/2 inch ones compared to the 1/4 inch ones. This is what I'm gonna use to put around my threads, just to make sure I get a nice seal. But first things first, let's get that regulator out of here. Bro, this Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice is bussin'. Toby's in the building. Alright, we got the regulator out. This is the hose right here. This is where I'm gonna put one of the fittings. Right now we have this little nipple right here. And since we got that little nipple there, it honestly didn't pay that good of attention. We're not gonna need this one here any longer. This is the old regulator. All I'm gonna do is remove these 2 right here, and then this assembly right here is gonna connect to the compressor. I am gonna put the fitting right on top of this one right here so that we can connect this to this. Again, this is gonna be connected to the pipes. So let's get this out. Alright, we got the new system in there. I'm honestly really happy with the setup, but now there's nothing that's going to be filtering the air from entering the lines. We still have this valve right here that we can open so that we can always let the water that's trapped in the line out. And it's pretty much the same with all the other systems. They're all gonna have a valve right here so that I can let air out to let the water out from the lines. Now again, if I ever need to disconnect this, I can quickly just detach it and then we should be good to go. I honestly should have thought of that a lot sooner, And then if I ever want to stop the air from entering the lines, I can do that. And then if I ever want to just release air, I can with this right here. So pretty simple setup, yet efficient. Now let's turn it on and make sure it holds air. That scared me. It looks like there's no air leaking. Forgot to mention this, but each one of these little valves has a little cap that you can remove to let either air or water out. They're a little pricey, but they're definitely worth the money. Again, this is all an investment, so we want to make sure we take care of it. Other than that, I don't hear any air leaking out of here. Everything seems to be nice and tight. Now that we got the whole compressor situation situated, I can go ahead and show you guys something that I added to the garage and something that I'm very happy that I added to the garage. And it's gonna be this Master Jiraiya print. I found him on TikTok. He sells the canvas for around $1,000 and he sells prints for $25. It was $35 with shipping and handling, but this is something that I am very happy to have in the garage. I went ahead and framed it because I didn't want any overspray or anything to just damage the print. I need something that is going to motivate me and inspire me while I'm in here, and best believe I look up to Jiraiya-sama. But ever since I came and started organizing the garage, I can never find anything to put here. And luckily when I bought the print, it was just big enough to fit here, so I went ahead and also put this lamp here. I have this here in case I ever need to work on a car, I can take it out, but right now it's just giving Jiraiya-sama some light. Don't know if you noticed, but there's a frog. Very cool print. Very happy we have this in the garage. We also went ahead and added these two things from Harbor's Freight. It's gonna be a glove / tissue dispenser and a paper towel holder. Now these both are magnetic, so you're just gonna be able to stick them to anything that's metal. I already went ahead and set mine up. As you guys can see, I have my towels here. I have my microfiber towels up there. And then I have my glove box down here. My gloves are large, but the box itself is very small, so there's a lot of extra space in here. I still like it a lot. I love the fact that it's magnetic. I can always just take it out and put it somewhere else if I want to. I made this right before the compressor busted, and I didn't really get to use it, but now that we removed the regulator from the compressor, we're gonna most definitely get a lot of use out of this. All this is a 3/8 hose, as you guys can see. It connects to here, but this right here is my air regulator. I'm able to control how much air I want to go either into my tool or spray gun. It'll let me adjust it right here. This right here is a air filter, and this is a oil water separator. Release button right there, so once this fills up with water, I just press it and it releases the water. You guys are gonna see this hang behind my back a lot because this is what's gonna be filtering my air and adjusting my air pressure. Now I have a air filter for every air hose either way. I got them from Husky. It's gonna be that one right there. So I do have another kind of water air separator, so it's not just gonna be this right here. With that being said, that is gonna be it for today's video. I'm cutting the video right here because I took the truck to go get service and, well, this happened. So I don't know if you guys are gonna see me spray any primer this Sunday because now I gotta deal with this, but next time you guys see me, it's gonna be because of the truck update. So until then, peace out my friends.